protect yourself and your family from unexpected challenges. Consider accident-only income protection. Click the link in the description to find out more.
Hey, Greg, you wish for a little more action?
I do wish for more action, Mike.
As you wish, Greg.
Now this is nice.
You got 2 wishes left.
Boxing King Media in association with Riyadh season.
That goes well. Boxing King Media with the Boxing King. Bang. Deal done. Guys, copyright it.
What do you want to do? Do you want to sponsor us?
We'll do some, innit?
Shall we?
If you need anything, bro, you know I'm always there. Anything you need, bro, we're always there to support the brothers. And it's good that you're doing a lot of work with the young, with the youth out there. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It's all about promoting the young kids who have not got the opportunity to be on live TV or big TV channels. You guys are getting on that platform, so respect where it's due, man.
Amir, you know, in the Western world, there's a lot of misconception and kind of wrong images are sent about Saudi Arabia and this part of the world. But when you come here, it's completely opposite. What are your thoughts about this?
I mean, look, you know, Saudi Arabia, I fought here 2019. I was one of the first guys to fight here in the Jeddah season. This is now Riyadh season. I mean, look, they're human like us, and you know what, very loving, very caring. Every person I have met here have said to me, the Saudis have taken such good care of us. And look, I mean, you tell by the big hearts that they have. Turkey Al-Sheikh, I mean, MBS, what he's done with Saudi Arabia, changing it, making it a better place for his people, for the people who visit. Look, our parents come here to do their Umrah, do their Hajj, their pilgrimage. They made it so easy for us. I mean, Turkey Al-Sheikh is an amazing man where he's transforming the sport into something massive. I mean, look at that. This is the 2 of the biggest heavyweights, one in MMA and one in UFC and one in boxing, are fighting each other in Saudi Arabia. When would that ever happen? Never in our lifetime. It's happening now in Saudi Arabia. So respect where it's due. I mean, these guys are making things happen, and they're not just saying it. They're saying it and doing it as well.
You know, back in the days, yourself as well. You know, New York City, Madison Square Garden was kind of the mecca of boxing. Look, then it went MGM Grand. Yeah, can Riyadh be that place?
I think it can be. Yeah, it can be. And I think with the big fights that they're having here, I think it will be. At the moment, I know they're focusing more on the heavyweights, but look, when they start getting the lighter weights in here and they start mixing it up and also getting grassroots level boxing, promoting sport of boxing in this region, I think it will be up there as one of the top sports, and it will get there like one of the meccas of boxing would be in Saudi Arabia. But look, guys, I mean, it takes time. Everything takes time in life. I fought here in 2019, but no one knew nothing about boxing. Now, slowly, people are engaging and people are getting involved in boxing. So, you know, I think give it some time. I could see Saudi being one of the big threats of taking the big fights and bringing the big fights here instead of having them in London or Vegas.
I mean, the fact that Fury Usyk is now signed, they're going to officially announce it after this fight. Is it more imperative that Fury finishes Ngannou and gets that fight over and done with as quick as possible?
Yeah, I mean, Fury has to win this fight in style and also has to win it in a fashion way. Doesn't get caught, doesn't get cut, God forbid, doesn't get hurt in any way, because this is only going to degrade the fight with Usyk. Even though I think it'll be easy work for Fury, it just depends. Fury might just switch off for a couple of seconds, which he can't do because look, at this level, he is. Every fight is dangerous. He's at that level now where he can't make a mistake. He can't afford to make a mistake because by making a small mistake might knock a couple of $1 million out of his pocket as well. You get me? So he has to win in good style, which I think he will, and then he'll go on to fighting Usyk end of the year, which I think is still soon. But obviously the champ thinks he's ready and he's going to be okay for that. I was just speaking to Tyson's father, and obviously John's the man who made Tyson. John, you're the main man. Obviously, I remember John's always been there supporting his son. Like my father was with me, John's always been there supporting his son and always been there for him. And you know what? The credit, you know, I think all the credit goes to John. Where Tyson is now is because of John.
In terms of Joshua, obviously, even yourself, right? As if I remember when we wanted to see the Timothy Bradley fight, didn't happen. We wanted to see the Mayweather fight, it didn't happen. Joshua Wilder, when they both had all the belts, they both were undefeated, it didn't happen. Do fighters now allow too much time for fights to marinate, and then it gets too late?
Yeah, I mean, look, we made that mistake when I fought Brooke. You know what I mean? That fight might have been a different type of fight if we had fought when it was at the peak of our career. And I do regret it. And if there's a message I want to send out to the youth out there and the young fighters out there, take the fights while you're at their peak. Take the fights when they mean something. Don't just do the fights anyhow. But at the same time, bro, like, look, there's a lot of fights that happen that sometimes are a bit too late. I mean, it just depends on the paycheck. I mean, look, boxing now is what paychecks you're getting. That's what it's all about. I mean, we all prize fighters. I mean, you be a prize fighter. We're all prize fighters, isn't it? At the end of it, it's what we're making, what we're going to make. So, yeah. How are you, sir?
There you go.
How are you, big man? You all right?
Yeah, good. Sorry, pal.
Sorry. I was just doing a really important interview and you just
interrupted. It's only round around me. We love each other.
Well done, yeah?
Yeah, good to see you, mate.
Oh, yeah, catch you in a bit. All right, bro.
Sorry, bro. I mean, you have such a huge legacy, right, in boxing, right? And all the young, up-and-coming South Asian fighters that I speak to, they always say we want to be the next Amir Khan. How does that make you feel? And I know we've got people like Hamza Shiraz, we've got Hamza Adamazim. There's so much coming through.
You know, they will get there. And look, alhamdulillah, you know, anywhere we go, anywhere in the world we go, we get the full VVIP treatment, alhamdulillah. And that's like, we just only won 2 world titles. Even though I lost my fights, the only message I can send to the brothers out there is never duck fights. Go and fight who they put you in front of. Don't ever take fights where you don't need to take them. Like, for example, look at me. I had to fight. I fought against Zab Judah. Sorry, not Zab Judah. I fought against Paulie Malignaggi. And then my next fight was against Marcos Maidana. When they offered me Marcos Maidana, I didn't say no. I was world champion. I didn't need to take that fight. I said, no problem, I'll take that fight. You know what I mean? That's the type of guy I am. When I had to fight Crawford, I didn't have to take that fight. I took them fights. Canelo, same again. I'm the one who wanted the Canelo fight.
Peterson in Washington.
Peterson in Washington, where he's from. So guys, there's a lot of kids out there who don't want to lose that all. It doesn't really matter as long as you show heart and grit and you give it your 100% and you show you're a warrior. End of the day, warriors do get beat as well, you know what I'm saying? And it's not all about winning. You have to take a defeat sometimes. You have to take an L. Or the greatest fighters in the world like Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson all got beat as well, you know. So it's all about this 100% record. It don't mean nothing. You have to believe. You have to trust yourself. Go in the ring with these champions. Don't be scared, man. I see a lot of these young fighters now hand-picking fights, and I don't say nothing. People always ask me, and I always big every Asian fighter out there, even every up-and-coming young white fighter. I big them all up. You know why? Because it's not my position to put anyone down. But look, guys, they have to step up, man. I want the best referees in the World Cup. Come, John.
Kenny Bayless.
Kenny Bayless. Even though me and Kenny, when I fought, obviously, I still, when the Danny Garcia fight happened, I still think that you stopped that fight just a bit early. Right. Yeah, I was okay though. I swear, I remember that. When I got up.
Go ahead. No, I can remember it too, but
I
love you, brother. We're looking out for your safety.
But listen, and this is amazing to see.
To be honest, Amir, you went down a couple of times, and he did give you the opportunity, right?
He gave me 3 chances, and the 4th chance, I remember. You know what was going through my mind was that, right, Kenny's got me up now, and he told me, fine, I'm gonna move around, keep my hands up, and just like get myself sorted again. But you stopped it, and I was like, oh no, Kenny! And Kenny gave me a hug and said, I'm here. There's always another day, which there was. And you know what?
Yeah.
And after that, we've done really well in the sport. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, it's like what they were saying earlier. We can let a fighter swim out to deep waters, but we don't want them to drown out there. And safety
true.
is #1 for us, referees. So yeah, I had to do what I had to do.
And after the fight, I remember Kenny came to my change room and said, "It's nothing personal, Amir. I want you to be safe, and I want you to fight again."
Yeah.
And I thought, when I thought about that, I thought maybe he's telling the truth, because sometimes as fighters we will fight with our heart too much.
That's
where
right.
It's only one punch away from getting hurt.
That's right. And
Seriously.
you guys are warriors, you're gladiators, and you know, we couldn't ask for a better fight up until you started getting knocked down. You were doing great. You were doing great.
Yeah, I was doing really well till I got caught, man. You say remember all the fights.
Yeah.
It's good that it's like, remember, how many fights have you done in total?
Well over 1,000.
And you remember,
world title fights. I stopped counting after Manny Pacquiao fought Sugar Shane Mosley, and at that point, I was at 100 title fights. And that fight was back in 2006 or 7. So, shucks, we're in 2023 now. So there's been quite a few. There's been quite a few.
You only retired, was it last year you retired?
No, I'm
You still do bit?
Well, I've been doing more exhibition stuff, so I'm looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah.
You're doing well, man.
All right.
Bless you, bro.
Thank you again.
No, always.
Amir, appreciate your time as always, and yeah, we'll catch up with you probably after the fight on Saturday.
Kenny Bayless, obviously, that's the only referee that Floyd Mayweather always wants to use, you know. I mean, he is a good referee, and you have to respect the referees anyway. End of the day, look, they want to make sure that we are okay as fighters. But alhamdulillah, you know, to be in a position like this where you've got from referees to promoters to what do you call it, managers and the guys who the governing bodies, they all got love for us, alhamdulillah. You know what I mean? And why that? You know why that is? Because we had to prove it by fighting and fighting in them wars. Otherwise, these people won't give me the same respect. People only respect you when you fight in the wars. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give me respect. Why? Because you say, you know what, AK's been there, done it. Even though he might have lost 1 or 2 fights, but it is what it is. He still went there and he fought everyone that was out there. So maybe this is a little leaf people can take out of the book.
Absolutely, I mean, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and we'll catch up with you after the fight, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll meet up soon, yeah, sure.
Protect yourself and your family from unexpected challenges. Consider accident-only income protection. Click the link in the description to find out more.
Hey, Greg, you wish for a little more action?
I do wish for more action, Mike.
As you wish, Greg.
Now this is nice.
You got 2 wishes left.